No, go ahead.
Coach, you saw the emotion from Angel, just to see what she's been through, all of the criticism, the unwanted criticism, but yet still she stood her ground and played the game, listened to her coach. Can you just talk about what you're feeling?
Have a little all-star. She goes through a lot. Every one of them. And we're all incredibly proud of her, and the accomplishment is big, it's huge for all of us, because she's a team player, and she recognizes that this honor is bestowed upon her with the work that she's put in, but also what she's done with her teammates. And the emotions are just starting to come out because she's been through a lot. She hears a lot. She has to battle through a lot. And then to know that people are voting her in, she feels good.
And then just with the game, to see it was a team effort, you know, defensively, offensively. Can you speak to tonight's game?
Yeah, it was one where the momentum was constantly shifting one way or the other. But what I like about this team, and it's one word I've been using with them every day, is our composure. We have to keep our composure and find ways to regain the momentum. And we did go and get those defensive stops that we wanted, and then we'll go down and execute really, really well offensively. And that's what you want to see. Now that's growth. That's growth, that's understanding. That's what we want to see in this team as we move forward throughout the season.
On a night, I'm reading a tweet from ESPN. Angel's named an all-star, but she also finished with 19 rebounds tonight, the most that any player has recorded this season. I'm curious what she's accomplishing, all in kind of this night, says about what she will accomplish in this league.
Well, Angel has to hear my mouth every day. She has to hear me every day. Every one of them have to hear me every day. I believe in every player in that locker room. And she goes out and she goes and do exactly what her role is. And that's to go and rebound the hell out of that basketball. Go and clean that glass. Along with Camilla. They were cleaning the glass. And when you clean the glass, it gives us an opportunity to run. We want to get out and run. That's where we're at our best. And she's doing it every night. I say it all the time. It is a will and a want to, a desire. It's a science behind it all. And she understands it. She goes and she gets it done. And we're just thankful that she's a part of our organization. We're very, very thankful that she is an all-star this year because she put in the work for it to happen. But as we're talking, I want to definitely talk about Dana Evans and Diamond DeShields. They were huge for us. They were big for us tonight. So do not leave their names out. Do not leave their names out of what they did here for us tonight. They were big. They came up big for us. And of course, Chennedy is just Chennedy. Doing what she does.
And then, you know, getting a win like this, one where you got to hold on through the end. You got to rally back. There was the moment, the three from Nia, and could have gone a different way. How necessary, how needed was another win like this? We saw y'all do it against Indiana, but then again to close out a win like this, how needed was it?
There goes the 40 minutes of basketball I spoke about, and the composure. We were composed. We didn't get rattled. We still came down and we did it in a we fashion. We did it in how we executed our offense and executed well. We got the ball where it needed to go, and then we got back and we were in get a defensive stop mode. We were exactly who we are. We're a defensive team first into our offensive runs. And that's what got us back. We believed that we could get back in it. Didn't get rattled at all. Just got the ball and pushed it up the floor, and then corrected our mistakes defensively. And that was huge.
One person?
Coach, I want to ask you about Chennedy again, following up on that, you know, coming back to her old home, old stomping grounds, you know, just how did you feel about the performance kind of with the circumstances?
It was great to see. It was great to see. She has she gets in kill mode, and you know, we're pretty fortunate to have someone like Chennedy on this team. In my opinion, she's the best guard in it. She's the best guard in it. Hands down.
We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom. Please unmute.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Just to kind of reiterate Angel, I mean, she said before you walked in that being an all-star wasn't even on her list as a rookie. And to just see the accolades like with what she can do on the team, but just in regards to culture and how she can continue to grow the W.
No, this is who she is. She's just being who she is, just playing the game the way she plays the game, and then on the outside, she's just being who she is. There's expectations she has for herself, and there's expectations that we have of her as well, and she's living up to them, and that's all that it is. That's all that it is. This is a game of basketball that she loves to play. She knows the amount of energy she has to give to it, and then when she steps off the floor, she's a giving person to many people.
So also, you spoke about Dana and Diamond. This was kind of the first game that we've seen Dana find offensive production, since about the beginning of June. What was it about her? Was there just a new routine for her? Was it just something that she was locked in mentally? What was something that you saw out of her that was able to provide that production?
No, the moment she saw the ball goes in, when it went in, we knew it was going to be a good night. We knew it. We knew it would be a good night for her. Sometimes that's all you need to do is see the ball go in, and your confidence just goes to another level. And then she was aggressive defensively for us, so it made a difference for us tonight. And here's the star right here. Here she is right here. This is Kennedy Carp, everybody. All-world guard right here. I tell you guys, like I always say, she's the best at it. She's the best guard at it.
Any more in person for Coach? All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. My dog. Always.
We'll open to questions for Kennedy. Anyone can start.
Kennedy, pregame you said you were excited about tonight and being back in Atlanta. Was that what we saw out there? You playing excited?
Yeah, I think that's why I was like, I didn't mean to like say it. I just didn't want to like focus on Atlanta. I just want to focus on myself. Now that the game is over, we can talk about it. I just didn't want to shift my focus to you're being back in Atlanta. It's the team that drafted you. Like, nah, let's lock in. Let's focus on basketball and let's do what I've been doing this whole season.
I mean, great game, the entire game, but the fourth quarter, you really, you took it into your own hands. Especially late. What mode was that we saw from you out there?
I think it's just me, my competitive nature. It just started to come out. I really want to win, and I know that I can do valuable things to put this team in a good position to win. So I'm just trusting myself a little bit more and getting out of my shell. I know that this team has my back, but over the course of the games, I get more comfortable, and I think that's what we're starting to see.
Barbie and Ken in the fourth quarter, is that what?
It's always Barbie and Ken. It's always Barbie and Ken.
Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so what's the difference between the number 3 that we saw here a couple years ago and the number 7 that stands in front of us today?
I think the difference is just Chicago allows me to be me. They love me for who I am, and they took the time to get to know me outside of just basketball. So I think that brings out my best version. Like, it's brought out my best self. I was in a shell sometimes, and I feel like they allowed me to be me. So I'm just a different person and player all around. I've grown, I've matured.
Any more in person for Kennedy?
Yes. So you told me when you were here in Atlanta, I remember you saying Iverson was your guy, right?
Yeah.
Playing like, was it anybody in WNBA that you modeled your game after in the past, or?
I mean, I grew up playing with all men. I grew up playing with boys. I have all brothers. So Iverson, that's all we did was watch men's basketball and talk about basketball. So my focus was on guys. So I watched a lot of men growing up. I watched women's too. Like, my cousin previously played for the Sky, Gia Perkins. That's probably somebody who I'd say I look up to in the family, but that's about it.
Have you had a chance to talk to Iverson since?
Nah, not since. No, not since. But he knows exactly who I am, though. He knows.
We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom. Please unmute.
Hey, Kennedy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. So one thing just about the game today, defensively, it just seemed that the identity that you guys preached from the beginning of the season was there for an entire 40 minutes today. What was kind of the mentality that you guys had, especially coming out of the third quarter? You guys had 7 turnovers, and there was something that wasn't locked in. What was something that was how would you describe the mentality that you guys had heading into the final 10 minutes?
I think that we're a team that we're learning how to close, we're learning how to finish, so I try to do my best to let the team know, like, hey, these last 10 minutes are very valuable, they're very important, and we just try to focus on the things that we need to focus on, which is locking in on the scout. We know that when it's time to win, teams typically go to things they do well and things that we've scouted. So it's really just locking in and trusting that our coaches put us in the right position. They're watching film, they're scouting. We just have to go out there and execute.
And then, we've talked about the handles and the quick handles, but let's also talk about the speed and the quick feet that you have. You have this ability to kind of switch gears very smoothly and easily, going from like a first gear into a fourth gear. How did you work on that, and how did you, try to, gain and find a way to control your speed throughout the games?
I give all my credit to my dad. I think it's more so just, I'll give half the credit to my dad. I give half the credit to Nikki Collin. She's someone who's helped me with pace. She's someone who's helped me become a dynamic guard. And it just started with putting me in positions to where I was uncomfortable, and now I am comfortable with other teams because I've done it before. So I give credit just to Nikki for my pace, and then my dad just for my first step and my quickness. We've been working on that since I was a kid, so now it's just like trying to just keep it and just playing hard.
Any more in person for Kennedy?
What was your message to Angel when she earned the All-Star nod? Like, what did you specifically say to her?
I would just let her know, I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her. I think that this is a big year for her. I want her to win Rookie of the Year as well. I think she's doing a great job leading that race. And, I mean, Angel's special. I'm just happy to see her get everything that she deserves, watching it up close and, being the kin to her Barbie. It's amazing to see these doors open for her, man.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.